And how you guys doing? Welcome to episode 447 of Motorcycle Madhouse Morning Mayhem. How you guys doing? Are you guys looking forward to getting into 2020? I don't know, man. According to Nostradamus, if you're a follower of him, man, he's saying it's going to be a bad year. Maybe he got it wrong with 2020, but I don't know, man. 2021, an asteroid's supposed to hit the Earth and all kinds of other calamities, man. But the guy does have a good track record out there, man. He does. He has a good one. Problem is, you can't, translate his freaking quatrains. Only a few claim that they can. Anyway, don't forget to join the Throttle Club. We're getting a lot of good members out there. Once you join the Throttle Club, you can also get access to HarleyLiberty.com's private area. That's where you get the thoughts of a lunatic like myself over there. Man, I do not hold back over on HarleyLiberty.com. Because I don't get censored over there. I can say what I want. I don't have to mind my P's and Q's and all that type of stuff. And it really does stink, man. Over on the podcast platforms, we don't get censored. But because I simultaneously record the show for the podcast and as well as YouTube and Facebook, I gotta watch my P's and Q's. Today we are going to be talking about some different stuff, man. Usually it's the biker news, but a lot of events played out yesterday that I started talking about on the Hollywood and China Doll show. I think it's very important that you guys know what's happening, and wait till you see the video, man. You are going to flip, and if you don't flip, I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. I don't care if it was one side or the other. What happened was BS, man. And the media, my God, they just proven themselves to be a propaganda machine. Us bikers, we know, because they do it all the time to MCs and anything biker, man. Come on. If you look back on 2020, it was the year of the media bashing on bikers, everything from Sturgis to Myrtle, every damn way here. Anyway, oh yeah, we have to send out our condolences out to Myrtle's offices, caught fire. We'll be covering that anyway in the last segment of the year. Me and China Doll will be live for a New Year's Eve special tomorrow night over on her channel. It's probably going to be interesting. Hopefully we'll get a lot of drunks, a lot of high people over there having fun with us. We're going to do it about 7 o'clock, so it's not going to be too late. Hey, I got to have my fun too. I don't get double time. If you like to donate to the show, go ahead with the Cash App, $ Motorcycle Madhouse. Or, as always, over on Super Chat for our members, we got that new emoji stuff. I kept on getting reminded by YouTube I got to upload that stuff, so it is now uploaded. Got a couple cool ones over there, as well as badges and stuff. If you're in the chat room over on YouTube, you can probably see a lot of the guys with the badges and all that stuff. We do have a $1.99 and a $3.99 plan that you can get, and $9.99 one. So get on over there and enjoy. You're going to love that stuff. So anyway, I do have an update that just came in here. As you know, we covered the murder of Keith. This was a story going back to Pennsylvania, and terrible state of affairs it was. It's not even sad, it was terrible that this happened to that guy. If you want you to go back in the segments, you can hear us talking about it, the whole 9 yards. But an update on the situation I got, let's see here. They were informed that Mike DeLuca was found guilty on federal weapons charges out in Wyoming this past week and was sentenced to 10 years plus another couple of probation. He will be extradited back to Pennsylvania to stand trial for Keith's murder. In the next couple weeks, the trials for the rest of the dirtbags involved have been delayed over COVID-19. And a lot of cases are being delayed over COVID-19, man. There's people sitting in jail for a couple years now awaiting their trials, and that's something else, man. I thought you had a right to speedy trial. Doesn't talk about pandemics or any of that in the Constitution. It is what it is. So his case will be coming back to PA, man. See what happens. We're going to be covering it the whole damn time. So, but he was found guilty of a weapons charge because I believe he went and he got caught in Wyoming with a gun or some stuff like that. I don't know. So, let's get to our topic today. As you've seen in the title of this episode, and again, I usually bring in biker news, but this is a segment I really wanted to talk about, especially after the events that played out. Common sense isn't so common, especially when it comes to the modern biker scene. How many people agree how true that rings? There really ain't that much more, it's even in the general public, but there isn't that much common sense out there anymore. Everybody, and I think it's enhanced for myself because of what I do, not only on the podcast, but also with HarleyLiberty.com. The comments, and as you know, lately I've been doing a lot of answering emails as far as people's concerned about the material, questions, bashing me, the whole 9 yards. So I get to see it on a daily basis. It was funny. One idiot, they claim that I was talking BS about that one incident out in Washington. I was like, what? Where do you people even come up with this stuff? Is it like you got shit in your ears or something? I think it's time to take that out, man. By the way, I'd like to thank those that did donate to Aaron's defense fund. Again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back in there and you'll see stuff about Motorcycle Profiling Project, the whole 9 yards. But I know a couple of you people out there did some good and donated to the cause, which is awesome, man, because I'm always saying, if people want to get along in the scene, they need to stand up for what's right with others. And what happened to him was a complete BS situation. I cannot believe what they're putting him through. And I know damn well it's probably in retaliation for him fighting for club rights, biker rights, that whole 9 yards, the profiling deal. So you know it was the cops that came back at him, man. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Because the case that, they're trying to push is that he pulled a gun in I-5 and... okay, evidence. How are you going to get the evidence for that? Yeah, you have to listen to this segment and you'll know where I'm coming from on that one. So common sense, it really isn't a good trait anymore, man. You think that people would question stuff more than they do before they go off running off at the mouth. Or, for instance, for the last, I don't know, month, all I've been hearing from both sides of the aisle on specific issues like this election was, that's a conspiracy theory this, conspiracy theory that. And you take that notion and you bring it forward to what a lot of people are going through when it comes to profiling. You have the one side and their supporters, and by that I mean Leo and stuff, saying, that's BS, it don't happen, never happens, well, until it happens to them. But it only takes a little common sense to open your eyes and see some of the stuff that has actually happened. Now, you can explain it all you want. Everybody has an opinion on that. And by the way, I get that. When you're putting comments on the comment section, don't worry about if you're pissing me off or not. Now, if you say something stupid, I'm sorry, man, but the way the new regs are on YouTube, man, we're just not going to deal with it. Plus, we showed you how YouTube... sometimes it don't even get to me if you're doing something stupid, so it is what it is. But their side is going to tell you it ain't happening, and with the scene now, you are split right down the middle. It wasn't like that. It was never like that, but as I'm reminded, modern times, it's different. Okay, it's different. Well, here's how I see it. I see it as, how can you support the one side when they're bashing on the others? And I guess that's the wrong way of looking at it. Well, in others' opinion, it's not going to be my opinion, but, my opinion is freaking how the hell you do that kind of stuff. So, you got conspiracy theories on that. That's what they're calling the other side. It never works out, man, when everybody's divided. And I talked about that a little bit, where I think that's the major plan. Just divide everybody. Divide and conquer, the old adage. And people don't have common sense enough to see that. I talked about these Back to Blue rallies all the time. And people come at me like, well, you're just prejudiced this, or you're just hateful that. And it's like, no, I can actually open my eyes and see it. You don't want to open your eyes. And that's something that's what is really not only affecting the biker scene, but it's also affecting common old everyday citizens, man. They can't think for themselves anymore. And that is a sad state of affairs when you can't think for yourself. There was a YouTube channel that I watch. It's a Viking channel. I can't even pronounce it, man. This dude's straight out of Norway. But he has these cool ass talks, bajors, I think it is, about different subjects that not only and he's real up to date on stuff going on in the United States. So he talks about worldwide stuff, but he's really proud of being a Viking. And I guess over there, they're trying to PC the Viking culture out. Just like they're trying to get rid of names of bases in the United States named after Confederates because, we can't do that. But I found it funny. There was a statue of Lincoln, with the slave at his feet after he just freed him, being taken down. Can you believe how bad this damn country's really gotten? Think about that. But common sense and thinking. One of his descriptions in his videos, and I found it very interesting, man. Why is mental toughness important? Why do I think it's even a virtue? And no, it has nothing to do with toxic masculinity. Mental toughness is essential for men's mental health and women's mental health alike. And it's a skill set that we need to practice. Mental toughness, and that was the best way I've ever heard that topic talked about. A lot of people don't have mental toughness. Now, like he says, it has nothing to do with being strong or being fierce. It's how you control your mind. And with everything that's coming at us from all angles right now, it's very important that you have a mental toughness to you. Like me, I do this show, I get hit by all kinds of ways. Everybody comes at me from every damn angle. And it's like, okay, you think you're hurting my feelings or something? Really? You think that hurts me in some way? Yeah, I got a thick skin, but I also got that mental toughness to see right through the people. Most of them are scared ass freaking punks that do not have the balls to tell you who they are or have a Zoom call with you, show their face. They're just weak-minded people. They want to thrive off of others. Which, hey, I'm a public figure. I get it. You're going to get hit every which way you can go. But at the same time, you do have to be tough doing something like this. Or anything in life you got to be tough at. You have to be tougher than the next person if you want to get in the head. But bringing back the example of, say, what I do, Black Dragon does, other the channels, you're always going to get the haters. But if you set your sights on something and drown out all the background noise, you're going to get somewhere. That's why I always say when you hear about, well, this dude's being racist, or that's racist, or let's tear down statues because it was Confederates. That's weak-minded individuals, man. It really is. All that stuff has been there for over 100 years. But now, all of a sudden, their peckers hurt that you got to go out and do something like that. The internet has really damaged a lot of people's lives. And what I mean by that, God forbid, I hate to be a kid right now. Oh, man. You're talking about bullying, man. These kids are going through hell, with the Instagram and all that BS. So I'd hate to live as a kid right now. But the internet's been like a window into a lot of people's thinking. And I'll analyze where somebody's coming from when they throw a comment down about something stupid. And then I'll sit back and think to myself, man, you really think your freaking opinion matters? When you're being an idiot? Can't debate. And again, can't show themselves because they're freaking wusses. And that just goes to show you how weak-minded they are. Because if you can't come out and face the obstacle you're talking about, there's really no hope for you, man. I don't know how you look at yourself in the damn mirror. You're just a coward. And mental toughness is going to help you out in a lot more different type of situations than you know. It's going to get you, say that, well, just for instance, we had like 10 inches of freaking snow out here in the freaking boondocks. What happens if you're driving along, you hit a ditch and stuff where and your cell phone don't have any signals? You're about 20 miles from the nearest place. You got to get yourself out of there, or you got to, survive. And that's going to, all the elements and all that kind of stuff, it's going to take a lot of mental toughness to get you through that. Serious stuff. So it is a virtue. I agree with them. I really do. It's a virtue that you have to have. And if people don't understand that stress is a killer, it leads to a lot of problem stress. So you have to have that toughness. And it will help you, with your health and stuff. So I really like this guy. I'm going to find his channel and put that in the description box. Again, he talks a lot about Viking stuff. He's really trying to preserve everything. So, but I want to go to 2 articles, man. I really do. This is something that if you missed the show with China Doll and stuff, whew, I was going nuts on this one. But anyway, let's go over here, take a quick look with you. And this was the Dan Bongino show. I really like him, man. He don't take no crap either. How sad is this, man? What kind of country do we live in where the California Supreme Court, y'all freaks out there in California, man, what's going on out there? They ruled that sex offenders convicted of child porn offenses can get early parole. Now, I know a lot of district attorneys just went to court because they don't want to enforce the edicts in Los Angeles County from this new progressive prosecutor. No, they'd rather, you get hurt or something because they want to make a point. Until California starts electing a two-party, personally, I can't stand either one of them, especially now with that Mitch Bedick, as I call him, blocking everybody's $2,000. Until you get that, man, you guys are going to suffer over there. And this came from the Supreme Court of California, and it's declared that nonviolent sex offenders may be eligible for early parole under Proposition 57, a ballot initiative that was overwhelmingly approved by the people of California 4 years ago. What the hell are you people thinking, man? While the ruling doesn't include violent sex offenses, it does include crimes like incest. Incest. Indecent exposure, pimping, and possessing child pornography. He's quoted as saying the initiative's language provides no indication that the voters intended to allow the corrections department to create a wholesale exclusion from parole consideration based on an inmate's sex offense convictions when the inmate was convicted of a nonviolent felony. So funny, isn't it? Hollywood, and I'm talking about out that way, the motion pictures, Hollywood, they're filled with them. So, of course, they want this. Now, there is 4,400 and between 4,400 and 20,000 sex offenders in California could now be eligible for parole because of this ruling. So you're going to put, say, the low end 4,400 more of these freaks out on the street? That's what I'm talking about, where you got to read into everything and you got to start questioning stuff. How do you do that in California? I have no freaking clue what the hell's going on with you guys out there. I just wanted to bring that up because I find it disgusting. And so should you. Now, I was watching this live when it happened. Live. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, who you voted for, who you didn't vote for. This country's right to vote was paid for by the blood of those that died on Normandy, died in Vietnam, Korea, World War I, and so on. The right to vote is sacred in this country. All we've been hearing from the media is, well, there's no proof. There's no proof that you can change a vote. This came out today yesterday during the Georgia hearing. While they were in the hearing, this is what he said.
Teams working on this and our technology teams into it, and as was broke early in the week and last week about connected devices, at this very moment at a polling location in the county, not only do we now have access through the devices to the poll pad, the system, but we are in.
Did you hear the oohs and ahs in there? Yes. There's early voting happening in the Senate races right now. They are in the system. They broke into the system.
and it's not supposed to have Wi-Fi, and that's not supposed to be able to happen. So we've documented now. It's communicating two ways in real time, meaning it's receiving data and sending data. Should never happen, shouldn't be Wi-Fi. We've now documented it in real time so we can suck down the data, but that's going on right there where everybody's voting. And I just wanted to get it into the record.
Thank you. Well, Mr. Jones,
One of those, is it a mobile precinct or is it a?
No, it's a standing building.
Okay.
That this should not happen. And shouldn't happen in any way, but this is another one in real time. Won't disclose location because every location is being checked, but we've now confirmed it 100%.
Right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Senator Beach, did you?
100%. Wait till you hear this one.
And now come to Seal Beach and Tillery. Did you have a question? Okay, well, Senator Tillery.
Now they're all scurrying.
Thank you for your testimony. We've heard that there's 3 different types of machines: a scanner, a ballot marking device, and a polling pad.
Right.
Do you know which one it is communicating, or can you tell that? Or is it...
Right now, what you heard in the past was coming through the thermostat and stuff. This is now a more direct access way, and so this is coming through the polling pad device where they're checking everything. But now, it only takes one device where you daisy chain them together and do it. The most important thing is that shouldn't be two-waying and even shouldn't be accessible or on, and it's there. Were there any other questions?
Here comes the senator, gets up.
Could I ask him one question? What effect could somebody with dishonest purposes, what could that person do given this access that's going on right now in Fulton County?
Statistically, what can be going on when you have an operation like this is as that data is being exchanged and somebody's in it, can actually siphon off that data, modify the data, and feed it right back into the system.
That means they can change the votes. That's some scary ass shit, ain't it, right there, man? It happened live during that Georgia hearing. That white hat hackers broke in to the Dominion voting machines as people were voting. I've always said it. Both of them damn parties are the same, the GOP and the Democrats. Both of them are the same. They just wanted to get him out of there so they can go back to business as usual. The Senate Majority Leader's married to a Chinese. Has ties to China. But they just want him gone. Remember that. For all those families that lost people on the battlefields, this is what's happening in this country right now. They were online at a facility. It wasn't a mobile one. It was a permanent structure. These machines were hooked up to the internet where they can get in. Now there's reports of 300,000 ballots more than actually people who voted. And again, I don't care if it was a Democrat that it happened to. I'd be bitching up a storm too. Because this shouldn't happen in our country. Shouldn't happen. And nobody should accept it either. I know there's going to be a big thing January 6th. A lot of people are going to show up. I'm afraid unless, people start throwing some hell, tearing some stuff up, nothing's ever going to change. And you're always going to have these damn millionaires controlling all of us. That's one of the reasons they hate bikers, because we're not supposed to stand there and take it. Remember that. He came out and said, well, I don't see any clear path to getting the $2,000. Well, it's funny. You assholes are millionaires. Funny how they make all their millions when they go into the Senate or the House. They make all their money then, don't they? But they're broke when they come in. What's that telling you? Next time you look at your paycheck and you see federal deductions, know that your money's going over to Pakistan, who hates our guts, for $10 million in gender reassignment or whatever, studies for women. The biggest excuse is their deficit BS. You get so sick of hearing it. It's like they act like it's their damn money. Well, it ain't. Until people start freaking making them unsettled and nervous, nothing's going to change. And if we allow what's happening now with this election, you'll never see any fair practices anymore with them machines there. Because as everybody there, man, they were oohing on, oh crap, they were caught. If that guy can do it, what about the Chinese? What about the Russians? What about Iran, North Korea? You don't think they can get in them machines if this guy can? Think about that, man. Think about it. Anyway, we'll be back with some biker news. I just wanted to take time, get on that subject, man. It's a real important one, I think. So with that, you guys don't get too plowed. Be safe, don't drive stupid, and all that good stuff. I will talk to you later.
I say goodbye.
See ya.
Vamoose, adios, ciao, so long, get your hat jack.